What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your eternal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. It is Saturday, December 15th, 2018. Thanks for being here. Today, we're going to talk about the mental benefits, the mental thinking benefits from diet and exercise. So, first off, with nutrition, when you're eating highly nutritious foods, that are good for the body. It's going to be good for the brain as well. It's going to contribute to, mental clarity. And on the inverse, right, eating, foods that aren't highly nutritious, just anything that is super high bad fat, super high sugar, that's not from fruit. These things are all going to contribute to inflammatory conditions, and it's going to be inflammation not only throughout the body but in the brain as well, to where it can produce feelings of like fogginess, just kind of general fatigue. So we don't talk about this a whole lot. Usually we talk about more of the aesthetically pleasing benefits of how the body will look, when you eat a good diet, when you're more of the body type that God intended you to be. And but I think one of the most amazing benefits of it is just this awesome mental clarity that you can get from this. So, with exercise, when you go into the gym, envision this scenario: you go in, you do your workout, and basically every time, unless you felt really discouraged or something, like there's some negative like thinking coming in, like, oh wow, I could barely do a push up, or my breathing, my heart rate was up so high and I didn't even work out that hard. If you don't have those thoughts coming in, you walk out of the gym just feeling awesome. You feel refreshed. There's, feelings of just success, accomplishment. Um, and what I've seen in clients as well as myself is it's very, because your workout is very stimulating, it's going to be mentally stimulating too, where you can kind of get some positive mental clarity on some things. In fact, sometimes it can even lead to, you thinking you can take on the world because you're like, wow, I just crushed this workout. Now I can go out and I can do all these other things, which would caution you to, stay clear on like what's really important to you, but using exercise as a tool too to enhance your mental performance. This is something that, you know, CEOs and just business owners, just people that really understand the value of doing things to have their body and their mind, especially, perform at a higher level in order to produce more in whatever their endeavors are. They know that using exercise as a tool is one of those things. So, if you're someone who is focused, so much on the body image side of things, and perhaps you're struggling to get going, or you've hit a roadblock, you've hit a plateau along the way, and you're trying to keep going, maybe you're losing the motivation, look to the other things that exercise does for you. Look to the other things that diet and exercise do for you, that it goes well beyond just the body. It goes well beyond just, I'll just say it, a lot of the vanity that a lot of times we search for. It goes to the mental clarity aspect, and it goes to the anti-aging aspect, right? Obviously, it's not just about looking good, it's about being healthy in the long term and having a healthy body and mind, even as you age. um, what my understanding is that, people, as they get older and they start to forget things, and even worst case scenarios like senior citizens, when they develop real forgetful memories, Alzheimer's, things like that, it can be traced back to poor diet and lack of exercise. Basically, these tools that you have at your disposal to enhance the cognitive function of your brain. And to me, that's everything, because really that's the thing that's ultimately piloting the ship. It's your mental state. Um, a person in a positive state can look at the exact same situation in a totally different way than the opposite of someone with a negative thinking mind looking at the exact same situation. So, you can use that too, in terms of manifestation, right? In order to not only be grateful for what you do have, but to cultivate even more of that, to bring things into your life that you do want. Because you ever notice the people that are always in negative thinking states, they're the ones that seem to be the most unlucky people in the world, and then they continue to be negative and complain because those thoughts, those words that they put out there, that's just how the universe works. They're going to keep attracting more of the same shit. So, you know, the emphasis on this topic is mental clarity, right? I want you to understand that it's okay to have like the spark, the motivation to want to go into the gym, to be to make your body look better, if that's what you need to like get you going. But focus on the other things that it does for you to keep propelling you, to keep moving you forward, because there's going to be times when you feel like your body doesn't look any different, where the weight scale's not budging, um, where you're drawn to wanting to eat some food that's not on your diet and you slip up. See all the other things that this does for you. Notice, if you are dieting and you are experiencing some mental clarity, how your mind feels different when you eat something that you weren't supposed to have. I mean, it could be coming from, you beating yourself up that you ate that shit, like being hard on yourself. But even just try to be judgment free and just try to be the observer and just notice, how does your performance change, or does it change? My expectation would be that it will hinder your performance, that you'll notice that you have a little bit more fatigue, maybe your outlook isn't as quite as positive, you lose motivation. That's a huge one. So something to think about. Mental clarity from dieting and working out. It's To me, it's the most amazing benefit. Although it's not always the headliner for people, because of course everyone wants to look good, right? We want to all look good for each other. But mental clarity, that's where I think it's really at. So, all right, thanks for stopping by, guys. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow.